Hello, hello, hello. This is Wendy with Wendy's Paper Junk. And this is one of these videos that I'm just going to let it film while I just do my thing. Because apparently my last video didn't turn out. It cut off and I don't know. It was just a mess. But anyway, I'm just working on some ephemera for my book. I love this book. I'm just in love with this book. So, I wanted to play around. We'll see how it works. I'm experimenting. I have some fabric. I think this is from an old tablecloth or something. And then this is Dylan's Laser Designs. It says we make scrapbooking easier. I have no idea how old this thing is. Anyway, it had um, this image in it, and I kind of wanted to play and see, since it's fabric, if it would be easier to cut out to overlay on something. So, and then I wanted to try a couple different I'm just wanting to play with it right now. So I don't even know if these are going to work, but Zig Memory. It's pigmented, archival, waterproof, fade proof. It says it's non-bleeding, but does that mean it's non-bleeding on fabric? I don't know, but I want to cut out certain pieces and kind of make it like a window. But I'm not sure how it's going to work with this. So all I'm going to do is just kind of go with the flow here and see. I'm not going to do the whole thing. Let's see. Anyway, oh, maybe I just shifted it. I don't think I'm going to be able to get those little pieces out. I don't know. This might just be something to color. It might be too hard to cut. I don't know. Like I said, this is kind of just a experiment for right now with this part. And I got aggravated with my camera and with filming, and I'm just like, screw it. Just so, oh, I need my crazy scissors here. See, and I just wanted to maybe see if this has any potential of working, or if it's just a no-go with fabric. So you can probably skip ahead, or you know what, I'll be nice and I'll pause it and try cutting this out first. So hold on. Okay, I got it cut out and I'm kind of digging it. And in fact, I gotta look for I just realized I have the perfect well, somewhere. Don't mind my stencils, you guys. I've got a mess of them. And they're not in any particular order. But I think these, maybe. And yeah, okay. Let me put those back so I don't have a mess here. All right, these are, so I probably could have cut out, wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be, but it really helps if you have fabric scissors to cut with. I'm thinking, and I'm using this because I Mod Podged on this, but I'm not liking, I don't know if I used too much or something. I don't know, but I wasn't liking that, so I didn't use it so in my journal. But I almost need to cut out another open piece to open it up a little more, don't you think? And maybe, what did I do with the, oh, here it is. Just these two pieces here. And that'll open it up. And I think I'm gonna stitch this one, just this one. And then we'll try it without the reason, we'll try it without the stitching to something else. I'm thinking the flower petals are going to be fun with paper. It's actually quite easier to cut the fabric because it's so bendable, whereas paper, you don't have the, you know, you're not able to like bend it out of the way without creasing it. So this actually isn't too bad. So let's do this one. And I guess if you guys want to see how I sew, which I don't have a setup to show you, but all I do is put my sewing machine right here in front of me and sew. So I don't know how much you would be able to see except for just the top of my sewing machine. But I will, maybe I can think of something to do with that part. Okay. I just want something to show through. Oh yeah, much better. Okay. I wonder if a flower, if something that would had more, let's see. I don't think I have, yeah, and it's not wide enough for, what if I have a big, oh well, this is, we're gonna try anyway. Let's, okay, let me stitch and I'll show you. Well, this doesn't show my stitching skills to the best. I highly recommend if you're going to do this, you're going to need to glue it down and let it dry. Because there's two, especially with such thin, there was no stabilizer. It shifted. So, what I'm going to do is, I went ahead and I stitched these down and then I went around this part. So, I am thinking if I just cut this out, I don't know what it's going to be, but at least this way it isn't, you know, be something. Oh, I know what I can do. Duh. Where's my pink and shears? There, that's gonna be better. I mean, it's not a perfect circle, but it does give it some texture. You know what I mean? In the back, well, I couldn't really write on it because of the stitching, so it's gonna have to be for looks. And I wonder if I can fit a not that, but I bet you a big button would fit in there. Okay, so it has some potential, I would say. So you can definitely ink it. So whatever color you want. Where's my other colors? Let's try this one. I don't know. Well, I don't know how I'm going to save that, but I guess if I keep messing with it, it'll eventually turn into something I like. Oh. Alright, well, I totally got rid of the white. Okay, well, that doesn't do exactly what I wanted. I mean, so you can color on it. I mean, that's not the issue, you know. I think I want to scrap it. I'm just like, blah, blah. So, but it's a neat idea to use your stencils, you know, to cut out or draw, you know, to overlay. So, nope, that's going into the trash. I know, but yeah, it's a little too. This is more for an overall design, I think, to ink onto the page is what I'm going to use it for. I was thinking maybe kind of like a cathedral window, but I don't think I have the patience to keep having to cut all that out. But now this, now I could do fabric petals. Should we try fabric petals? Or just make, let's see if this, okay. Let's do a pretty color instead of this. Let's do, well, let's see if the pink works. Let's kind of see if it colors it in. guess I'm not, the drawing on fabric, I think, is not my cup of tea. I don't mind writing, you know, but just looks a little, like my 2-year-old did it, I guess. But maybe if I not cut it out all the way, but just kind of, I guess that isn't bad. Some type of basic, it's the texture I want, you know. You got something, a little fabric, it's something different on the page. So, and then a gold button. What do you guys think? Here, let's just pretend. What, can you guys see it? Actually, this doesn't bother me. I'm kind of liking this. Gives it that little bit of a I don't know, windy feel to it. Wendy's experimentation. Let's see. How bad would it be if I cut them out just a little more? So there's not so much. All right. Is it still? This way. Okay, so that has a little bit more definition for a flat flower. Okay, alright, that does not bother me. I'm actually thinking that's kind of cute. In fact, I wonder if I can get that glued down. Okay, that to me, I like that. That one's okay. Now, I do know, also on fabric, that you can stamp. Okay, by all means, if you have letter stamps, you can stamp. But, and of course, you can write, but I wonder if I have do I have a black? So, I'll hold it taut. And of course, my writing is not the best, but let's say, ooh, it shifts. It's not good. that, I mean, it works, but it really shifts on you. So I think stamping, yeah, oh, it makes me want to go. Okay, so and it could be this fabric too. It's awfully, it's thin, but let's get out my little tiny bits, tiny letters, and see how it does any better. Like I said, I'm just kind of playing around to see what I see. And what I'm going to do, J, U, J, U, U, and okay. So now, question is, would it be just easier to do it all at once? We can try that. Let's see if I got a steady enough hand. You guys are gonna be like, no, one at a time. But ha! Look at there. But it's blocked. Okay, that's okay. Let's see. Let's try it one at a time. Of course, might not be that much difference. Ooh, press too hard, Wendy. Well, which one is the N and the U look ridiculously the same. J, U, N, okay, so individual wise, you can get them closer, which looks just as nice. I'll have to use that one. So let's use up these. What other words should I use? That probably wasn't the best. Alright. I think they would stay in alphabetical order, but of course they don't. Let's do the L, the O, the E, okay. Let's try. Say H. E. L. L. O. Well, it's a little off center. Hello. Alright, well, that isn't bad. I kind of like this to add to some, and let's do one more, you guys, and then I'm gonna give up the I can get them out. Oh, I've lost these things. The sticky came off of it. Oh my gosh. You'll be like, what is she doing? I don't know. I have no idea. But the sticky came off the key. That didn't even turn out. Alright, that's enough playing with the stamps. Those aren't turning out either. So, I'm guessing I'm not in the mood for this kind of fabric thing. No. Okay. Anyway, I'll get back to the regular scheduled program. I wanted to make some ephemera out of the stuff that I want to put in my book. Okay. So I already have this. It says call your neighbors, and I got this little notebook. But first thing I want to do, where are those envelopes? Okay. These three things need something to go in them. And I gotta fix this up because I think this works perfect for this one. And I'm wondering, I think these note cards are too big. So those have to do something else. And then so that means oh, I got that. And hold on, you guys, I'm pulling stuff here. I'm hoping I'm pulling stuff. Not from there. Ugh. Okay, I want to get into some of my pre-made. I don't get into this a lot. So, let's see. What do I have I can play with? that one. Ooh, I love the butterfly one. The palmistry. And I never did get these labeled. Never did label them. Let's see. I think that's gonna have to go in the garden book. And maybe some mushrooms. Oh, look at the grasshopper. Oh yeah, I forgot. Got the dragonfly. I forgot I had all these lovely insects. I got this grasshopper. Okay. Okay. Alrighty, so I'll pick a few mushrooms. I'm not gonna be picky. We're just gonna grab a couple things. Couple, and then this one. Okay. I like to just pull out just enough and use it, if you know what I mean. So like these pre-made things. So I like to pick a couple. And let's see. We'll do that one. I like the unclaimed and reused freight. I don't think I'm going to use the evidence tag this time around. Let's see. State alterations. I like the Paris tag. And inspected and improved. Okay, so I think that's plenty on the tag. I don't think the condemned tag needs to go in there either. So, ooh. Well, maybe that one too. Okay. And I think these, I don't think I have anything in this one that I can use. These are all chipboard pieces. I do have the bluebird though. Oh, I have this big flower. This might be something fun to use. And chipboard pieces. That's what I said, right? Today's highlight, arrow. Okay. I'm gonna put that big old thing in there. Now, can I get it back in there? Probably not. Of course not. It doesn't fit. How did I get it in there in the first? Oh, there it goes. Had to force it. Okay. Then we have use a couple as I'm looking, if you probably guys have noticed how I don't know if you guys have a certain way you pick things. I tend to go by not just like subject matter, but kind of like the tone of color. That one's cute. Even though it's not really a colored theme, it has certain tones. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but I kind of go with that. Like, these are too pastel-y, too light. I can go more primary. This one I haven't used yet. And this is more white based. I can put that in there as a contrast. Yeah, so as I do this, I kind of go through and kind of pick things out that suit the overall tone, color. That makes sense. Not that I have an idea of what I want to do yet, but okay, so let's see. Okay, this has a long skinny, and I think this, if we just add a little something something. See, what's fun about these is they're all colored or whatnot. So, what I will kind of do, or how wide do I need? So there's not much wiggle room, but I want to put, let's see, what do I want to put? Dun, dun, dun. And I think oops. I think that, or, yeah. So let me, oh, I know. Pink and shears. Make great stamps. Okay. Oh wait, don't want to put that. That's cute. Okay, but so I don't lose what I'm doing, glue this part. Yes, I have done this like this too, just so I can put it in its spot. Okay, because, no. Okay. And then, do I want, sure I put it on. And then deal. Okay. I know this is a sticker. I can get the backing off of it. Well, not anymore. Oh no. Or do I want it under? Okay. Let's. You guys see the process I go through. This is what I do. I have to sit, think. And then sometimes I just gotta go for it. And if I don't like it, well, I don't have to use it. Okay. And then, let's say, oh, there's the name. Priscilla. Oh. Glue everything down, Wendy. Okay. Now, question is, oh no. I didn't think that far ahead. I didn't think about the stupid butterfly. My bad. Because okay. I got a mess. Hold on. Breaker. Alright. But I need to snippity snip. Oh, this will work. This will work. Get this side. I'm hoping it fits. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Okay. I just cut through that. Of course I did, Wendy. Of course I did. Dang, I can't believe I did that. Well, I can. I can totally believe I did that. Okay, it's just gonna have to do this. I can't believe I'm letting you guys watch me how I go through this. But you know what? Not everything turns out. I'm just saying, okay? There's processes. I make so many boo-boos, you know? And I just, next. Oh, next. But that's okay. All right, so now let's try this again. Now I need my... So much work for one little tag here. Miss Priscilla. This is... And I gotta use this big thing because this is my hard to... Hopefully it'll smash it because... Yes! All right. Double fold them so they look pretty. Scoot it down so it has a nice... Okay. Now, the question is, Priscilla, are you going to fit in the pocket? Dun, dun, dun. Looky there. I fit. Oh, yeah. Okay, so she goes in there. And I'm wondering... I got these. I've had them forever. I really need to use them, but I don't know just how they're gonna look. So I kind of like how they look, actually. Huh, they're double. How cool is that? And I bet you... No, that's too big, but I have... Too much. This is just enough. Okay, so that goes in the book. That's ready to go in the book. Yes! How long did it take me? I don't know. Oh, well. Okay, so then I have this one that I think, I love this just simplicity of this, but it needs a, like, it needs something here, which, and I think if I put this like that, I think I might stitch this one. I think I will. But I think I might do it on this side, so it doesn't cover up the, what is that? Oh, I have it upside down, duh. Well, that looks like it's upside down. Up, it's just going to be flying. That's all. Okay. Since this is the torn bottom, I wanted to make it look like it was burnt. Bottom got burnt, and super quick, I'm not even going to pause because I don't even know if you're going to see, if you're going to be able to see it or not. Oh well. It's only going to take me a second, and I don't want to have to I don't have to pause it and go back. So I'm just gonna slip it down. Okay, and we'll go back. I think see, quick, 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 quick. Okay. All right. Hello, friend. And ooh, I like that. Ooh, I need a oh, I forgot about this thing too. I need a, here we go. This is, I need words. I need words. Okay, so if that is gonna go here. How cute is this? And then let's see. Do you guys talk to yourselves like I do? I'm like, you know, I kind of, this is how I am when I'm working. I talk to myself. I kind of talk myself through what I'm doing. It's just a thing. I can't help it. A moment in time. Okay. I love this. This I actually like better than the other one. How funny. And it's just a torn off scrap, but I really love the that background. A moment. I want that here. A moment. in time. Okay. And then, see, I told you, I just needed a couple mushrooms, a couple. Just a little couple things. Okay. Make sure it gets for the stitches. Oh, that is so cute. Question though. And nope, I don't think I'm gonna put a little tab or anything on it. Please fit with the ribbon, or the lace, I mean. Look at there, it fits. And this, let me make sure. Yeah, I mean, it's a little snug, but that's okay. In fact, I'll fold it inward. Is this wider? Nope, this one's the same size. This fits though, that's fine. Okay, and then I need, let's do another flower. Because that's what they're here for, to use. I'm gonna use them. No more hoarding. I was watching OCD Cleaners. It's a British show, and they go in and clean hoarders places. Oh my god, I don't want to be a hoarder. I don't want to be a hoarder. That's like my fear, which I'm on the path to. It's happening. I'm on the path because I don't want to get rid of anything. I never want to get rid of anything. I love this. This stuff is awesome. Wish it does. It flattens because it's meant to collapse. Oops. Let's do. But I'm hoping. Cute. All right. I think. Yeah, I know, but it needs it. Okay, so this pocket is done with the tag. All right, that's 2. Now I just have, I wonder if I hit, nope, that's not gonna fit. So I wonder if, oh, I know. Where is it? Okay. We need to we'll do a kind of like a book plate. And let's see, because we're going to map this. And you're like, that's awfully sharp, but I'm going to mat it onto something. Okay, so this way. We're gonna make this glow. All right, and then I think I need a pencil. Where's my pencils? Mayday. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Where's my pencils? Okay. Oh, here it is. Alright, I am going to cut first. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut first. And I want it okay. And then because there's a lip. And actually, you know what would be awesome? I wonder if I can yes. That's okay. Then, all right. So this is gonna get glued. I wonder if I should do another little where's my one? I had other paper. Oh yeah, it's over here. Just wondering if I should add just another little piece. No, I think that's okay. And then for this, it's gonna go right here. This time, same angle, but not as deep. Where is... Okay. And then I've been using gold throughout, so I think I'm just gonna stick with the gold. Because I always use a lot of silver and like the brass. So this to me just needed some gold. All right. There's one. And two. Look at there. How cute. Oh, here, can you guys see it? But the back, I forgot to cover it, which is fine. I will use a just use a piece of this. Just needs a just enough to have a little, in case they don't want to tie it down and they want to journal on the back. You never know. To me, this is something you want to, book plate, but who am I to say otherwise? I'm telling you, I'm having issues, you guys, with some of my grommets not wanting to. Not wanting to pinch close. Is that going to... Did that pop? Oh, I think it's in there. This is... Sometimes I just hate messing with. Oh, there it goes. I think. Ugh. They show... Smash it down some. Mayday, mayday, mayday. I just cut it through. Crap. Well, they're gonna get bigger, unfortunately. Dang. Dang. But I can't help it. I can't leave them smashed like that. It just, they don't, I just wouldn't leave them like that, okay? If they're not on properly, I just can't do it. Let's try these again. These bigger ones, apparently. It's gonna have to be the bigger ones. Okay, that worked. Cross your fingers, the second one's gonna work. Okay. Alright, well, they're bigger than what I was thinking, but that's okay. It'll still work. It'll still work. Okay, so now the question is it gonna fit? Look, oh, and it closes even. And you know what I have to use? A sticker. I gotta have to use a sticker. Where are my? I think. Oops. Huh? I think this is a sticker. I don't know. You know what? Washi tape. I don't know what I'm thinking. Where's my washi tape? We're gonna use washi tape, washi tape. Yes. Okay, so that's gonna go in, and I think where's a little? I don't have to do much to this, I don't think. I think I just put a little, and do I want a little? No, I just think that's all it needs. It's relatively a little small envelope, so just need a little ticket. Alright, you guys, if you've made it this far, I have finished 3 things that's gonna go in, 1 in each signature. I got 3 signatures, so since I don't want to group them all together in one signature, so I got 1 for each signature. So that's done. So that will go in there. And the only other, I got this, and I'm thinking, man, wouldn't that be a fun, that holds it closed. I'm thinking so. What do you guys think? So my question is, does it need to go? Nope, it needs to go this way. So I love this paper. Just wait until you guys see this packet of paper my aunt sent my way, since technically she used what she wanted out of it. Okay, and then I think this I'm going to use to close it. Just because it's the weight of it will keep it closed. I think so, you guys. Oh my gosh, that is great. Alright, but the only problem with that is I need, dun dun dun, no, let's just hope I can get the glue out. Oh man, I'm gonna have to give myself a reminder to unclog my glue bottles before before I start filming because that's ridiculous. Come on, glue. Oh, for Pete's sakes. I know. Don't judge. That's a new bottle. I don't want a new bottle. You guys, I think it's almost time. Let's finish up this one, and I think my filming will be over for tonight. And come on. Glue. What are you doing to me? Oh, here we go. Not that I wanted to use stinking fabric tack for this. Oh no. Bubble. This is why. Okay. Yeah, it just burst all over. I don't want to. Okay. I do have. Wipe my finger off. Where's my bone folder? Oh yeah, this is great. I love that. Okay. That is great. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this into the page so it acts like a, you know, a pocket. So now I just need to see, these are, but I have this awesome pretty paper. And I think I will cut it down to size. And when I say cut it down to size, I am going to make a pretty cut. Pretty cut. Because this is double-sided, gorgeous paper. Okay, and I'm wondering, where's the center? And how big does that make the center? Okay. Oops. I try not to ever put creases. I hate putting creases in, but all right. So this, where's my, all right, and then let's ink the edges. Just, I'm not going overboard on inking on these. And then I want these to be like note cards. Is this the only... I think I need to cut me another sheet. I need another, oh, I know where it is. Okay. Another, because I want them to be the same, but not. And I'll tell you, I'll show you what I mean. Okay. So, similar, but not. Okay, so I think because they're double-sided, so the pretty side, you know, it will have a pretty side. See? All right. Okay, so then I need, what do I need here? Do I want a sticker or do I want to put like, oh man. That's gonna go on something else. That is totally gonna go on something else. All right, I need, what do I need? I think this. Okay. I think this will work, but you know what? Do I want to put a little bit of a torn? Yes. Okay. So we're gonna glue. Doesn't need much of this. I better go ahead and just glue this one down. Okay. And then okay. This is how we'll deal with that. And then, okay, you guys, I promise this will be it for right now. Okay, and then I want to make it pretty. There is a note card. And then for this one, I think, okay. Oop, I think the cat was trying to get in. I don't know. Alright. And then this little piece here, I think. Knock it off. Come here. Gigi. Gigi. See, you get the coffin. That's my vicious little Yorkie. Okay. Actually, I think I'm gonna like it like there. And then this one. Shred. Okay. So we're going here. Similar, but not the same. Just similar. Okay, so that puts... Where is my... Hold on, you guys. Have to get the squirrel out. Okay. And then this one. Oh. And then trim. On it a little. There we go. All right. That is for my long ass video where basically I just talked to myself. You watched me struggle. But 2 note cards. Similar, but not the same. And they're gonna go They fit. They don't. They do. They don't. They do. Please tell. Oh, yeah, they do. Oh, that is so good. So I think I'm going to glue this in, and it'll be like a flip pocket. And I think, though, where's my, oh, I think I'm going to make this just a deeper, there. Probably should let them dry first, so they don't stick together. So I'll put them under here so they'll dry, but they will go in here. And then I have this fun that at least where you can poke and get them. Okay. Hope you guys were crafting too, and you just weren't dozing off to the sound of my sweet voice. More to come, more crafting to come, because I gotta finish this up, which not much more to do, and I will be and then after I get this all done, they will be put into the book, and the book will be done. So I'm just laying them ready to run, what's ready to go in the book. Okay. I'll ask you guys to like, subscribe, share. Thank you for hanging out, and you guys have a good night. Bye.